Just want you to know who I am. Hey guys, it's Daniel here. Hope everybody is having an amazing. Is it Wednesday? I'm having a pretty decent Wednesday, guys, and I just thought I would go live and talk a little bit about who I am and why I started a weather channel. My name is Daniel Sheehan, and I was born in Minnesota back in the 80s, mid 80s, to be uh, in factly sure. Um, I I grew up watching a lot of television. It was Saturday cartoons, after school cartoons, uh, but there was just something special about watching the weather. I remember my favorite weatherman of all time. His name was Sam Scammon from Channel 9 News out of Minneapolis, St. Paul. This was back in the late 90s. Just incredible. And then there was another guy named Joe DiGiovanni. There was a lot of. There was like a Belinda Jensen. There was just a crazy amount of weather people that I enjoyed watching growing up. Weather was always my favorite, and I was always intrigued by things like tornadoes. I mean, we had lots of tornado sirens, in Minnesota. We were just, pretty close to Tornado Alley, and it just always seemed like tornadoes were gonna hit. I would have nightmares about tornadoes. Loved watching the weather. It was just a pastime. And then, I'd go over to my grandma and grandpa's house. They'd have the Weather Channel, and, you'd have good old Jim Cantori and, a bunch of other guys. They really haven't changed their weather people too much over the last 20 or 30 years. Many of the same similar people. But anyway, I just always found the weather fascinating, and it affects us every single day. So, if it wasn't cartoons, it was like, what's the weather gonna be like? Anyway, fast forward, and I went to college to be a national park ranger because I love the outdoors, and the weather's outdoors, right? I love the outdoors. I love animals, nature, all that, hiking and stuff. And anyway, I also love maps. And there was a geography major that they had. Even though I was going for Parks and Recreation to be a park ranger, I took, I got a minor in geography, and there was a weather class there in college, and I took it, and it was a lot of fun. Aced it. Got a big fat A, because weather's enjoyable. Well, especially today. The sun's shining. It's warm. It's like 40 degrees after we were in a freezer. It was like -10 literally yesterday morning, I think. Not this morning. Yesterday morning it was -10. Now we're sitting at 40, and the snow is melting fast. Holy mackerel. I mean, we still have mountains of snow, but there's already open ground. Holy cow. Probably because snow was blowing and drifting a little bit right there, so it probably thinned out, but I just I'm a weather junkie, guys. And I just love looking at maps. I don't know. Some people are like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe you're like that. Maybe you understand. It's just fun looking at maps. Like collecting maps. Like, I would drive around with my grandma and grandpa. They take me on vacation every summer. And, every state we went through at the rest areas, they'd have free maps, and I'd just be looking at those and staring at them and everything. It's just fun. It's just how my brain is wired. I'm also good at like memorizing baseball statistics for some reason. Like numbers are interesting to me. I'm not particularly good at like math per se. I mean, basic math, I'm like a whiz at, but you get all complicated and it's like, huh? But I don't know. Like memorizing numbers is easy, even though math seems hard. There's a lot of math in the weather and everything, but thankfully they use a ton of computers that do all that work for you. So, anyway, but yeah, no, that's just like, that's, and then fast forward to like 2020, my daughter was born. We moved from Rhode Island to Wisconsin, and we needed somebody to take care of our daughter. And guess who was, the guy who took care of his daughter? It was stay-at-home dad, me. And my wife was a school teacher, and it was, a good couple of years. But I didn't want to just be a stay-at-home dad, Of course I wanted to be. But it's hard. Like, it's hard to stay at home and everything. You go stir crazy, and you got to take care of a little baby and everything, which is beautiful and amazing. It's not socially acceptable for mans to do that, but I drove a school bus and I started a YouTube channel, and I was trying to get my farm up and off the ground because we bought 17 acres when we moved to Wisconsin. And so I was like multitasking like crazy, right? Bringing a lot of value to my family and to the world, right? Through YouTube. Ooh. But I didn't really think about starting a weather channel. I started a channel called Sweet Berry Farm, and I poured like as much attention into that as I could when you're not like taking care of a small baby and then toddler, like there's not a lot of free time, believe it or not. But I started like consistently posting videos on my Sweet Berry Farm channel, and I started getting subscribers, right? Anyway, I changed the name of that channel to Sweet Berry World because I thought I'm not just posting farm content. I'm posting like traveling, I'm posting adventure stuff, I'm posting just silly random videos. So I'm like, instead of just saying Sweet Berry Farm, let's just call it Sweet Berry World, because I'm like basically creating a world on YouTube, my own special world. Anyway, so I do have a main channel. It's called Sweet Berry World. We got 41,000 subscribers over there, and I'm working on a doozy of a video currently for that. It's going to be kind of goofy. And it's weather related actually. I could almost post it on this channel. The premise is I'm driving to work or home or something, and there's a winter storm, and I slide into the ditch, and I'm stuck, and there's nobody like driving by. So like, and it's getting cold, and I ran out of gas, and my battery went dead, and it's negative 10 degrees. So I need to kind of use snow as an insulator. So I mounded up a bunch of snow because I was prepared. It was a winter storm. I had a nice sleeping bag, had a shovel in the car and everything. So I was as prepared as I could be, right? Because I'm Dan the Weatherman. Like, you got to have a good emergency kit in your car when it's nasty outside. Anyway, so I pile up some snow, and then I dig out a nice burrow in it, and I lay my sleeping bag in there, and I spend the night, and I survive the night, nice and toasty. And then the next day, this is where the video kind of goes off the rails. I walk home, and I don't, for some reason, I don't walk on the road that I flew off of. I start walking through like the wilderness or whatever. And then, I don't know. I'm still filming this thing, but I don't know. It's going to be kind of wild. I want to post it by Saturday. But I still need to film a few parts. But I had to go to the orthodontist, and then I ran some errands and got some groceries, and now I'm driving home. So anyway, that's my life. I'm a full-time worker. I work in security, and it's a busy job, and it's 40 hours a week, and then sometimes you get forced, and so 40 hours a week can turn into 48, can turn into more than that. So I'm like really busy, but I want to keep my YouTube stuff going. I didn't get that channel monetized, a lot of subscribers, but like my content's so varied and pretty original. And the thing on YouTube is you basically got to do what has been successful before. Like, and you got to bring value to people, right? There's got to be a value proposition. So, like, I almost feel like this weather channel is almost going to take off more than the channel I've been working on for 4 years or 3 years. Actually, I've been consistently posting. I think I started consistently posting September 2022. So 23, 24, 25. Yeah, 3.5 years. I've been consistently posting on Sweetberry World. I've grown it to 41,777 subscribers as of today. But I've really jacked up my algorithm over there. Like, I'm making cooking videos. Sometimes I do weather on that channel. Sometimes, I'm just so random. I play Minecraft. I got farming videos. I got how to fix a dishwasher, how to fix a washing machine, how to fix a dryer, because all my stuff breaks down, and so I'm constantly fixing things. So I'm making videos. That channel's so messed up. Haven't got it monetized, but I've put so much effort into that channel that I just can't let it go. But anyway, it would amaze me if I just put a little more focus on this weather channel. I think I could probably become successful on YouTube with the weather channel. But guys, I'm not like a super expert at weather. You know what I mean? And I'll be the first to say it. Like, there is already a plethora of great weather channels on YouTube. But I would bring something a little different, a different energy to a weather channel. And I know weather is very serious. Like, tornadoes are super serious, hurricanes, flooding, like, oh my gosh. People rely on, like, good, solid weather. And I can't say that as of today I am ready to provide accurate weather information. Like, way closer to doing that. And he still fails. There's still people who think he doesn't cover their neck of the woods as much as he could. He's one person, but I don't know. And I certainly don't have half the skill that he has, but I got my own special thing going on, whatever that is. I'm still figuring that out, but I do like the weather. And YouTube is fun, and I like having fun, and I think looking at maps is fun. So, you know what? I'm going to be posting random stuff, and it's going to have its own special flair. And yeah. So anyway, hope that is a good enough explainer, a good enough insight into Dan the Weatherman on the Garden Variety Weather Channel here on YouTube. Holy cow. I'm definitely like, I'm in the comments, I'm reading stuff, good, bad, and ugly. Let's face it, it's way easier to write an ugly comment about a shortcoming. But you know, it's like I'm already there. I already know I fall extremely short in the weather department knowledge department. but there's always hope, you know. I don't want to tell myself that I can't learn, you know, and stuff. So I think this is going to be a fun channel, and I'm going to build it up slowly. I've had it up for a while. I've posted videos for a couple of years here, but not many. And it is my intention to slowly increase the and the forecasts. I got some ideas like Ryan Y'all Hall. He doesn't do like localized weather forecasts. He does like a big national thing. And he'll zoom in on like, oh, this area is under threat. But like, what if on one channel I did like 50 forecasts for like 50 states or whatever? And like, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I don't know. I think somebody's got to do something a little different and organize their channel a little different. And then, like, you know, humble beginnings, right? I mean, I'm really starting from basically, if we're using a battery as an analogy, I'm certainly not full charge. I'm probably at 50%. You know, I got a microphone. I have a channel with a name and an identity. I have a reason for wanting to make this channel. But, you know, I could use more knowledge. I could interpret maps better. You know, I could work on communication skills. All sorts of things to work on. So I'm definitely somewhere around 50%. And it is to be argued, maybe much less. And I'm okay with that. I'm my own worst critic, you know, so it's like, eh. But, you know, I'm always going to give credit to where credit's due. There's guys out there that are just, like, way better than the Weather Channel and local news stuff. Like, they're making a really nice forecast and, like, informing people, like, way ahead of time. And they're like, whoa, sometimes surprisingly accurate. They're like, hey, guys, a whole week out, blah, blah, blah. Let me break it down and give you all this scientific stuff. It's incredible. I'm like, whoa. But I don't know. I'm just a simpleton. I'm a human. And I like weather. So, I'm a dad. I got a lot of kids. And I'm old. You know how Colonel Sanders didn't make KFC till he was like 60 or something? Well, that's kind of like me. I'm 40, guys. Let's face it. Potentially midlife. I mean, if I'm lucky. I want to live till I'm 114. Because I think living in 3 centuries would be amazing. It's like kind of my hidden goal. But it's like, okay, my hair's already turning white. You know, I still have hair, which is cool, you know, even though I'm wearing a hat. But yeah, I would love to live till I'm 114, guys. That's my goal. But, you know, gosh, I'm 40. So it's like, you know, I think it's never too late, but it's always hard, like crazy hard, like extremely challenging to like try new things and to like push the envelope and to be consistent and to have like passion to pursue things, especially the older you get, because people like to just like, I think it's human nature to like, when you get middle aged, I don't know, maybe it's maybe that midlife crisis is like, maybe that's what I'm doing. I'm like, dude, I want to do all these things, so I better start a weather channel now. No, I'm kidding, guys. I don't know. I don't think you should overthink it. Like, I think it's just like, the older you get, the more you realize you have less time. And it's like, you know what? Let me do like some cool stuff. Let me get that what do they call those? Convertibles. Let me get that convertible that I've never had, you know? I don't know. I don't need a convertible though, guys. I did think about it, but I don't need a convertible. I like my minivan. It's cool. But yeah, no, I have 5 kids. I'm married, and I will be married for 14 years in May. So that's special. And I just like when life isn't totally making me tired because I'm a busy guy and I stay busy. Um I have a lot of energy. I have a lot of energy. I'm behind a really slow vehicle. I gotta pass this guy. I have a lot of energy, guys. But today, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm gonna level with you. I was making that video, sleeping outside in like really cold temperatures in a igloo, in a snow hut that I built, and I got like 2 hours of sleep between like 3 and 5, and then my daughter had like bring snack for your class day, and so I woke up and I started chopping apples and making popcorn and getting some string cheese together, and like I was a busy guy. And then yeah, I don't know, I tried to Netflix and chill by myself. There wasn't on, so I watched a little documentary, like cool things to see in Iran. You know, I hate like hearing about the wars and stuff and all that. And like a lot of people, that's all they know about it. That's all they know about Iran. But I was like I was trying to find something to watch and nothing was looking good. I was looking through Netflix and HBO Max and like Amazon, and there's nothing interesting. But then I was on YouTube, and I watched a few videos, and one of them was like, you got to see these things in Iran. And it was like beautiful deserts and historical things. And I don't know. It was kind of cool. I'm like, whoa, Iran's a real place with real things, just like America. And it was like kind of cool to see, because I like to think of the world as a cool place with a lot of wonderful things, and not a bunch of scary stuff. Uh, you know. Anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just kind of spitballing here, but I'm having fun. Um, I see out of my periphery some comments, but I can't read the comments right now. I appreciate them and I will read them when I am not on the open road. But I have pretty good peripheral. You know, when you're driving, you gotta have that good peripheral so you can see, like, you know, deer jumping out in front of you and stuff. And definitely I will get to your comment, but you may not have patience for me to read that. And I'm sure it's a really good question. So I'll be able to read it in about T minus 10 minutes, which is a long time to wait. I do apologize for that. I'm mostly just freestyling on this live stream because I figured, you know what, let me just talk about myself a little bit. Not that I'm a narcissist or anything. I actually hate being on camera, but I feel like it's good to force yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable. And you know, AI is taking over the world, so I might as well like create a bastion of like humanness on the internet. So that's what I'm doing. Welcome to I promise to be the most transparent human weatherman on YouTube. I'm never gonna wear a suit. I might try it, but it'll be an inside joke. I do like looking sharp. I actually can't afford a suit. I have I have some stuff. I think I got it at Goodwill though. But I like looking sharp, you know. I got some shirts and some ties and stuff. But anyway, I will read those comments. Holy cow, there's a horse out in the field and he looks very pretty. Oh, I watched a movie last night. It was called The Death of a Unicorn. And I think I tried to watch it like a while ago, but I wasn't interested. But then last night, for some reason, like everything came together and clicked, and I actually watched it. Kind of. I think I spaced out a little bit, but it was actually interesting. It was like one of those like movies that you kind of remember, like, because it's trippy. There's a lot of levels to it. It's like I remember watching movies when I was a kid, like in the 90s, and there were so many good movies, so many adventure movies, and this was like, it almost felt like one of those epic movies that is so trippy that you remember it. Yeah, it was actually, I would dare to say, decent. It was a decent movie. My daughter loves unicorns, and I was like, oh, I don't know, let me see. And anyway, it was interesting. But what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm actually pretty tired. Oh yeah, I didn't finish that sentence. I got 2 hours of sleep. And before that I was up, like I was working. So hold on. Let me do the math. Over the last, holy cow, I don't even know, dude. Maybe I'm severely fatigued. Hold on. I got to do the math. I think I've been up a crazy amount compared to the sleep that I've had. I'm just trying to like see if my brain can do the math. 2 hours of sleep. Been awake for probably like 4 to 4 yesterday. Wait. 4 to 4 yesterday. Oh no, I slept during the day. I remember now. But I woke up at 3. I woke up at 3 o'clock yesterday. It is now 6 o'clock. So, over the last 27 hours, I got 2 hours of sleep. I'm a little fatigued. Like, I'm good. I got energy. I'm not like gonna fall asleep. I just have like less oomph behind my vocal cords, if that makes sense. But when I do fall asleep, it's gonna feel good. Like I think it's gonna be sweet relief. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow. I gotta figure out how to like edit weather videos better. Like I have a really cool radar that I'm paying for. I have a subscription. It's like pretty high quality and everything. I need to like have a good setup so it looks visually appealing. But I don't know. I think it'll take time. I just need to experiment. Right now I'm like I know how to pull up the radar and then my webcam. I know how to like hook up a microphone to it. But yeah, I think it's a process. I think you just gotta like try new things and do some research and stuff. So eventually, like, I'll have a nice setup. But right now, it's kind of a bootleg studio in the middle of my living room. But I think I have all the pieces to make a good studio. I just need a location. And we have 5 kids. Like there's 7 people in my house. And there's just not a special location right now. But we do have some kids, like we got a senior in high school. We got a sophomore. So it's like maybe in the next couple of years we might have a space open up for like dedicated fancy looking professional studio. But you know, I'm a busy guy too, so I'm certainly not ready to go full time. But you know, ready when YouTube's ready. That's for sure. If that makes any sense. I don't think I'm making sense anymore. Oh, I'm excited, guys. I got like I said earlier, like a way long time ago, I mentioned that I have a little farm that I call Sweetberry Farm, and we got 17 acres. So like some of the inspiration for calling this channel Garden Variety Weather is that I do a lot of gardening and farming, trying to get a berry farm started, and I'm still working on it. I've struggled a crazy amount to get berry plants established. I'm still not getting a ton of berries, but maybe this year will be different. Maybe we'll get more raspberries and stuff like that going. But anyway, like that's kind of like, oh, you know, I have a garden, and then you think about like a famous saying like garden variety showers or whatever, like on weather guys or like, oh, or whatever. You know what I mean? And so then I was like, oh, garden variety weather. Because, you know, maybe I can incorporate gardening more into this channel or like farming or whatever. I don't know. Or it's just a cool name. So that's why I picked it. And I was glad it was available. So, but yeah, dude, I don't know what else to say. I think I summed up a lot of stuff, but I'll probably do more of these kind of videos just so it's like, who's that guy? Oh, what do I have? Like, I got a heart for people like orphans and stuff, because I was an orphan when I was 10 years old. My parents were in a motorcycle accident because they were out on the highway and the sun was setting. Apparently the guy said he couldn't see them, so he crossed the highway and they couldn't stop because they were going 55. So anyway, so that kind of changed my life a bit. And like if I become like super successful, you know, like or whatever, like I'm certainly gonna be, trying with the weather channel. Probably want to like donate stuff to like tornado victims and earthquake victims and like flooding victims and stuff like that. I'm all about that too, because like I live on a river and like I'm at risk of having everything I own flooded, like, so it's like, you know, I would think it'd be cool if there was a weather guy out there. And Ryan Hall, y'all, I've seen him do like a lot of cool stuff. So I think that's cool. So I definitely would do some weather related good deeds. But at the same time, it's like I want to do a little bit more for like kids who maybe lost a parent or two from anything, like maybe just horrible parents who did drugs and abandoned their kids. Like, there's a lot of kids in the foster care system and stuff, so I don't know. I got a heart for that. I worked for a organization called Boys Town for 4 years with at-risk kids, and that was super fun. I enjoyed that. Um, so it's like, yeah, I like the weather. I like nature. I went to college to be a park ranger. Got a big old, like, really good GPA and graduated and got my degrees and everything. Worked in Yellowstone National Park, Glacier National Park as a park ranger. Worked for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers as a park ranger. Worked for the Forest Service as a social services assistant at a job corps center where kids from like 16 to 24 go and get some job skills and stuff. I've done a lot of cool stuff, and it all kind of relates. It's all in services related security position currently. So it's like, I guess it all blends together, even though I've done quite a variety of different things. But anyway, guys, I'm home. I gotta unload my groceries, say hi to my children. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope y'all are having a fantabulous day. I gotta get my mail. The river is opening up. We had some chilly weather for a few days, so there was a little bit of ice out there. There still is, but it's starting to melt. Here's the crazy thing. Today 40, tomorrow 50, the next day 60, and the Saturday 70. That's gonna be crazy. Dude, I'm way too far away from my mailbox. Guys, remind me to get way closer to my mailbox next time. Oh, I promised to read comments. You ready to be drafted? It's pronounced Iran, not Iran. I am not ready to be drafted. I might run to Canada. But I do respect the soldiers who fight for the country. And if, push comes to shove, I'm ready to do whatever I need to do, whatever I'm required to do. Am I going to go out of my way to get drafted? Probably not. But if I get drafted, it is what it is. That's why you got to seize the moment and be thankful and grateful for everything, even when it's hard. I experience hard things almost on a daily basis. Things are challenging and hard and difficult. And I got to slow down and remind myself that I got a lot of great things going on. And yeah, I'm not going to worry or be afraid if I am drafted. It is what it is. But good question. Thank you, Bronson P. All right, guys. I got to go. We'll see you on the flippity floppity. Bye-bye.